Everybody, we are rolling without Rick now officially. But we are going to roll together with Fuzzy.
Is Brett not here yet?
He is just fetching the missus from work and promised to jump into Discord right after that. We had a little chat yesterday already, and it was super entertaining and funny. So having Fuzzy today, I think, will be a big highlight. And also Fuzzy had asked if he can bring a friend, a long time serving defender in Ukraine by the name of Harry. He might jump in anytime soon.
I'm Harry and Fuzzy. Okay.
So yeah, Stefan, General Modschoppen, maybe I spoke that wrong, has prepared a little something for the whole roller community to get a little more familiar with with Ukraine and with our community, with our friends. Even though Rick had said he is not raising any money actively, our goal is, of course, to do it kind of despite that, and just wanted to create a framework for us as a community to come together and at the usual time to spend some time with each other to focus on each other, but at the same time to try to get close to what we are gathering in fundraising on every Saturday. And as you might notice, there's now on YouTube a slideshow running with informations about the raffle item, which is a very cool signed flag of the 26th Brigade. Also informations about our current fundraisers, which is the most important is a car for the first Da Vinci regiment, the first fire support unit, which we have supported quite a few times in the past. I think we started with an APO truck, and since then, I think we had generators and all kinds of stuff.
With Matri.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the other one is the 27th Brigade had already purchased a car with their own money, and Rick agreed to, in small steps, send them the money back. So I think there's only $515 left. So they will be, then we have done our part. But they are already rolling because they couldn't wait to get mobile again. Yeah, that's it. I see the real Vladimir Putin. Hey, it's Baz in Ukraine.
Hey, Vlad.
Even though Baz is at the moment not in Ukraine, but I wonder what he did to his
Hopefully it's not the real one.
Internet
Baz in
connection.
Greece.
And let's see, we have Dark Oblation on YouTube.
So you have it all totally clear, Silver. You are here and
I'm here.
Yeah, and
I was on
on YouTube. Yeah. And we are happy. What should I say? We are happy. What's the word? I forgot. Amateurs. Right. Hello. You want to speak?
there's another thing, official announcement. If you are donating to our fundraisers, please, if you like to send in this side chat or in the YouTube chat the amount. So Nikki and Tune will try to keep track about what kind of progress we are able to make. The goal is obviously to surprise Rick, which what we are capable of, to show him that we are having his back, even if he is charging his batteries. And also to, the guys at the front they are not stopping. So I think I'm going to do my donation next, and we can start to make a list of our progress to see if we are rolling in the right direction.
And we have $200 already fundraised.
That's a good start.
Sweet.
Dr. Lexus Jr. is sending his greetings in the YouTube chat. He can't join Discord today, but clearly he is thinking of us. That is sweet.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
There we go.
He's there.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hi.
Brett.
Nice to see you, Brett.
This is a great turnout.
Hello.
I'm glad to see this.
This was a
Hello.
brilliant idea, sir. A brilliant idea.
Well,
You really
like
got
I've
us
been
going.
saying, I think that the needs of the military, even Rick really deserved to go on vacation. It's been 3 years, and this is the best time for him to do it, as Moscow is getting obliterated. But the military still needs money. It doesn't stop. So I was hoping we could get up in here and raise some money, and like someone said, make them proud and surprise them.
Hi, Bina.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
You made it.
I did. I actually
that's
did.
nice.
I didn't know it was this easy to just speak.
Yeah, but I invited you, but you also can see Leah's profile picture. Requested. It's so sweet of her. Look at Leah.
I haven't.
ADHD. Think outside the box.
No. Well, technology just hates me. I don't know why. It just hates me.
Yeah,
But I'm here. So how is everyone?
Hi, Bina. Nice to
Hi.
hear your voice.
I love to hear all your voices. I'm not used to your voices. It makes me happy. I miss you so much. My magic roller. So,
I never
Very
knew.
nice. It's
do you
very
think
nice
we
to hear
could,
your voice again, Bina. I just remembered that you were a guest on screen already on one of the live streams. That was very sweet. That's a good memory.
Thank you. I had such a bad connection that time, internet connection, but it's better now. So, what do you think about making this a habit? Maybe
I think we
Rick-
should.
Yeah, maybe once a month he can just be a husband and person, and we help him out here.
I think it's in general a great idea. We can do it on a smaller scale.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just make it a habit inside Rick's server and just meet up once a month in the Rollers voice chat.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, very good. Somebody wants to join in. Oh, go.
I'm thinking Rick needs some time off every now and again, and maybe it might feel easier for him to actually be free if we could come in and help him.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think this is not able to replace the real
No.
experience of the Saturday live stream with Rick.
No. Just
But
sometimes.
whenever he is not able to, we can switch to this format, or at least to something close to it, or maybe at some point we will feel emboldened to start a live stream and host it there as the moderator team. But there are so
Maybe.
many things that can go wrong on the technical side, next to being nervous and don't feeling comfortable to see oneself on the screen. So for now,
Or
we
being about
chose
tech savvy as a brick.
yeah, we decided to do the maximum we felt comfortable with. So
Yeah.
that's this format. Yeah.
This is wonderful. You're geniuses.
Oh, that's a little bit much.
No, I don't think so, because this means much more than you think. You are truly geniuses. This is
No,
wonderful what you're doing.
I think what is genius is this huge global community called Rick Rollers that is such a diverse group with so many different brains working together, and most of
Yeah.
all very big hearts coming together, and the result is genius. I think it's not everything a single person, but the energy, the dynamic the community creates, I think that's impressive.
Yeah, that's magic. That's
Yes.
roller magic.
That's so true.
Yeah, I can't call it genius. I call it magic. What
It
we
is.
do together, all of us internationally, that's magic.
Brett wanted
I'm
to
a member
say
of another
something.
group, and they went ahead and somebody had posted some picture of their dog or their cat. All of us started posting pictures of our dogs and our cats. Everybody
Yeah, true.
these great things. And, I stopped for a moment and I said, the reason I originally was drawn to Ukraine was at the beginning of the war, I saw where people were killing their dogs, not knowing if they could bring them into another country when the war first started. And Poland allowed them to bring their dogs in and their cats. And I said, you know what? I think that's the thing that most of us, and I don't know, I guess I can ask everybody here, but in the other group, I found that was the one connection that everybody in all parts of the world that was a member of that group, how they had the same empathy and the same compassion that Ukrainians have for their animals, and we are the same way. And I don't know if that's part of it, if it was just that group. Is that the way it is here? Do most of the people here have pets and things like that?
Yeah, we know love. We know love, humility, and respect, because that's what animals teach us if we listen and learn.
So true.
And
Yeah, I think
that's what I was. His name is slipping my mind right now. The Bear brother that went to the military. What's his first
Stefan.
name?
Uber.
He went ahead and he had. I'd sent him some pictures of my dogs when I was doing some fundraising. Well, he had saw because whenever they would do video call with me, the dogs would be right there. And him and his friends, they said, they woke up in the morning on Saturday and they said, in Ukraine, you the shelter are open
and that they allow people to come in and you can check out a dog and take them for a walk. Said that they got up early in the morning, they went and there was a line out in front of the shelter. They stood out in front of the shelter. By the time they got up there, they were out of dogs. Everybody came to walk the dogs.
Oh,
Does that Saturday, early in the morning, as kind of a thing to do, other than Ukrainians. I think that was such a beautiful story.
yeah.
I don't. I mean, when I was in Kyiv, I was so impressed by water bowls in cafes, coffee shops, or dogs, stray dogs, and it's just beautiful. I went to a walk in the park, and people are walking their dogs without leashes. It's awesome. The dogs are going up a little bit, but then they're coming back. They aren't disturbing other dogs. They aren't disturbing other people unless they say, "Oh, come here." And it was such a beautiful time. And I don't know. I think they're loving and caring for animals, especially you see in a lot of the military videos, are some of the reasons
His invite.
with Ukraine. I could be
Yeah.
off base for that. Could just be me.
And it shows how
I'm
much they
so
care
comfortable.
because they put in the work to train their dogs to respect what they're asking their dogs to do.
Even in public.
Around here,
Yeah.
it's just, oh,
And
put a
be
leash on, get rid of
socialized.
them.
Fuzzy.
Hello, how are we all?
Hello.
Fuzzy?
Very
Oh,
good.
Hello.
Hi, Fuzzy.
The man, the legend,
Great.
The
the
man,
ruler,
the myth.
Fuzzy. Yeah, the
How
myth,
are we
the
all
ruler.
doing?
Are we auctioning any socks today, too?
Just feet pics. Just feet pics, Leah.
Yeah, for
That's not
donations as
physical, though.
usual.
Come on.
Well, I can give you a toe now because that fell off the other week. It's up to you. I don't mind.
I think I'm good. I found enough of those in my food on accident. I'm good.
Ew.
I guess I'll settle for
Ew.
pictures.
I don't know where you've been eating, but don't go back.
Yeah, exactly.
How are you, Fuzzy?
I'm okay.
Is everything going
Sorry,
okay?
He's
yeah,
eating.
sorry, I had a mouthful of food. Yeah, I'm doing
Oh,
okay. Just
nice.
big chilling.
It's
Wait,
Bina speaking, by the way.
yeah, no, I can see. Yeah,
Oh.
no, I'm okay. I'm doing okay. I'm just chilling at the moment.
It shouldn't be anyone else. Look in the side chat.
Yeah. Speaking of which, how do I? There you go. I can open up. There you go. I can see people speaking.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I've got you. There you
Hey,
go.
Skippy.
Hey, Skippy.
We were going to go to Ukraine this autumn, but we're homeless, so we're not going anywhere.
Oh,
Honestly,
still.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's so hot.
We're
I
living
would- I'll-
we're
That's
living
even
with
more
mom and
reason
dad.
to go.
Oh,
Yeah, it
I
is
don't-
really. But the thing is, we were saved by my husband's boss.
Mhm.
So that's made it much more hard to say that we're going to move and he's not going to work anymore.
Yeah, no, I get that.
My
He
dad
has
retired a few
to
years
quit his
ago.
job. Oh,
Went back to work within about 8 months.
Oh, Robert.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
He was too bored.
Too bored. Yeah. Bless him.
Yeah, I couldn't be. I mean, I can't work, but I can't be
100.
inactive.
Yep, I
Mhm.
can't work, and it sucks not being able to do things I want.
Yeah, yeah.
So we can
But I'm out of the wheelchair. I don't use any wheelchair anymore.
Oh, that's great.
That's
news.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's great news.
yeah. I'm happy.
yeah,
I can
that's
walk.
great news.
Yeah, and we are coming to Ukraine. It's just taking a lot longer than I wanted to.
Mhm.
The
There's
Honestly,
good
just
thing
nothing.
is we can, I think, at this point, rest assured that there will be a Ukraine left to visit, even
Yeah.
if it takes a
There
little
might
bit
not be a
longer.
Russia to visit though.
No,
No,
but I
Yeah.
don't
who is
care.
going there?
I'm not interested in visiting Russia. I
No.
smell victory so bad that I even have started with my Ukrainian outfit in dark blue and gold.
Good. Honestly,
Mm.
Bina,
Yeah.
even if I wouldn't even worry about visas. If you go and move into a village somewhere, nobody would. No, you'd be so left alone. It's ridiculous. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, as long as you're happy living off potatoes and rabbits, like you'll be absolutely fine.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
looking into that. I'm like,
Well,
that's the life I want.
Mm-hmm.
Village life.
yeah. We're farmers. We just want to raise food and farm food. That's what we want. But we're not.
Go on.
I'm like, I just want a cow or two, maybe a horse, because why not?
Yeah.
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 Maybe some goats.
But that's the thing.
Yeah,
It's like
I
my
want some
missus, right?
sheep.
Like her mum, she's got a cow. You know, they live off the land. And the nice thing about villages, right, is they all buy from each other. They don't buy
Yeah.
from like a Pika or Spar or Tesco. You know, they all come together and they exchange money between each other. You know, like they basically
Yeah.
monopolized.
It's Little House on the Prairie.
the earth. Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Our plan was to buy milk from your mother-in-law and maybe have some sheep and pigs ourselves. I'm so happy to hear all your voices.
Yeah.
This is nice. This is
It's
really
good to be
nice.
back.
Yeah.
Good to chat with
But
everybody.
Fuzzy, I just need to ask, what are you doing now? Are you still training people?
No, I'm learning how to be gay and fly drones.
Wait, what?
It's
Learning to be
Okay,
gay.
Fuzzy.
it's
Is that a request to be gay? Because I mean, I can be gay.
No, they're forcing it upon me, unfortunately.
Oh.
So, but I don't mind. You know, I don't mind. It is very much the future, and unfortunately, I can't sit there and say it's gay forever. So I need to learn it, get good at it, and then utilize it.
It's just gay-ish nowadays.
It's just gay, yeah.
Gay-ish.
No, it's proper gay. It's definitely gay.
It's
I've
proper
tried it. I've done it. I don't like it, but I will do it.
Yeah. So it's almost $700
Nice one. One more.
plus
This is great. This is what we want.
plus 300 euros.
Oh wow!
Yep.
Wow, that's a great start.
That is brilliant. Thank you.
So 27th is done now, so to speak, because it was only 550 left to raise for them. So it's not now everything for.
It's the Da Vinci Regiment, because there are two Da Vinci named sections of the army.
Yeah, Da Vinci.
This is the Da Vinci Regiment, and the guys we are supporting for some time now is the 1st Fire Support Company.
There you go. So what is on the... I love that. What is the script for tonight then? What is the plans? What do we have?
Okay, the plan is, I think, to have Fuzzy check in with Harry if he has calmed down the dog. I'm not sure. Or Harry, Harry raised the hand, so he seems to be ready. Because Harry just joined the rollers just 2 hours ago, I think. I'm not sure if he knows what he expects here.
Hello.
So maybe
Have you warned him, Fuzzy?
Say again? He has been warned, yes.
Yeah.
That's good. So I think it would be wonderful to get to know Harry and maybe Fuzzy and Harry to just take over for a minute. And
yeah, we could see if what Fulton's been saying about Harry is really true.
I would
and
like
maybe
to
Stefan,
say,
and maybe Stefan can ask some questions.
I think we can open it up a little bit later for everybody to throw in a few questions and have a kind of a dialogue from there. But I would like to welcome Harry to the Rollers family officially
Yeah,
now.
thank you for having me. Thank you.
You're
It's nice to
welcome.
hear you.
Can you hear me okay, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fine,
Oh,
yeah.
brilliant. Perfect.
And
Yeah, Fuzzy
so,
told me all about you guys, so I'm sure everyone will make me feel welcome anyway.
Don't believe anything he said about us.
No, we won't believe what he's been saying about you either.
That's it, exactly.
Yeah, you should have heard what he was saying about you with that bloke from Yorkshire. Well, I'm from Lancashire,
Oh,
so
no.
you should have heard it. How ridiculous it was. Asking me if you're from wrong side at Pennines and all sorts.
Oh, no. Well, I grew up in the south and I was born in the north, so I think I'm the best combination.
Yeah, it's a bit of both, yeah. Can't get better than that.
That's it.
yeah, wonderful.
Mhm. So yeah, Rollers, if you have anything you want to ask Harry, feel free to ask. Oh, is that Brett? Brett's up.
Yeah,
Yeah, Brett,
that's
go.
right.
Hey, Brett.
Brett, you're muted, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rollers, if you have any questions for Hazza, please feel free to drop them down in Rolling Without Wick chat.
Oh, no.
And he will answer accordingly.
Yeah, but maybe give us a brief introduction.
Yeah, sure, of course. So I came to Ukraine in 2022. I joined the same unit as Fuzzy has, the Gur Legion. And I've only been back home to England once. That was only a brief visit for one weekend. I spent the rest of my time ever since March 22, all the way up until now in Ukraine, just fighting in various different small teams all across Ukraine. I've taken a little bit of time off as a civilian now and then just getting back into it. So yeah, Ukraine for me is just like my new home instead of like the second home now. But before Ukraine, I used to be a chef in like the street food world of Northern England. And now it's more fighting for my home country instead of frying portions of fries for different people.
So are you still doing a little bit of the cooking job as well? I think you have lots of benefits by being able to cook for guys.
Can I just let you know this man has never cooked me a meal ever.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been asked before, like previous commanders have said, "Oh, can you cook?" And I think the best answer is to just say no, because I don't want to cook for people. I love cooking for like my partner, of course, but definitely not for a bunch of guys who are just hungry all the time, because I want to eat all the food instead.
Honest answer, I think.
Yeah, and plus the Ukrainian food itself is like I'd much rather get cooked for by a babushka than like cook for other people. I think definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we have a few cooks around here, but
Oh, really?
that will be an answer for later because later on we are going to have a Kahoot.
A quiz.
We're being tested. We're back in school.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
So Harry, you joined the armed forces of Ukraine as a without any prior military training of any kind.
Well, in 2015, I went to Kurdistan in Syria. I was part of the YPG fighting against ISIS. I was there for 6 months. Before that, I was just a civilian.
So you
and
were
then after
you were fighting alongside with the Kurdish?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, Yepega, the Kurdish
Wow.
men, Kurdish. Well, they were like 16, 17, 18-year-old boys, but quite frankly, they are men to me. And the girls there as well, like they were women. So yeah, I was part of that like group of the forces back in Syria, and then I came back to England, and then my birthday falls near enough alongside the full-scale invasion, unfortunately. So yeah, I just felt quite connected even more so to come and fight for Ukraine too.
Yeah.
But I came to Ukraine as a civilian, but with like not so much military experience, but a lot of combat experience, if that makes sense. I wasn't in a structured military. It was just a bunch of
militia style.
Yeah, militia style. Let's say the militia style.
Resistance force.
Yeah, like small team tactics and things like that, like guerrilla fighting against the larger force. So I felt like in Ukraine it was very similar to.
Yeah.
And then when I came over to Ukraine, I had experience using AKs, PKMs, and then I was immediately given a PKM, and I carried a PKM machine gun for about 2 years in Ukraine. The first 2 years, all in the east and the northern Kharkiv.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by that origin story of you as a fighter, because I grew up in my youth with Kurdish friends in Germany.
Oh, really? Yep.
And was very warm welcomed in the family, and the eldest brother was trained to be a PKK fighter. I don't know if he was really active.
Yeah,
I should and I should not know, but I have so much respect for the Kurdish people.
That's it.
And I wonder how you would. It makes sense for me to aligning with Ukrainian people, shoulder to shoulder, to fight back the Russians. If you had that prior experience with the Kurdish people, because I think from very, very much far away that they have this burning desire both for resistance, for not giving in, for not.
Yeah. Fighting for their freedom as well, fighting for their homeland. But yeah, like I think you just like pinpointed something as well. It's like even though Syria and Kurdistan was like so far away from from London at the time where I lived, it only felt like I could go 5 minutes down the road, I would meet a Kurdish person. So I was fighting for like my local Kurdish friends, really as well. And then when I moved to Yorkshire, I was fighting for my Polish friends, my Ukrainian friends as well, when I came to Ukraine.
That's the beauty of diversity nowadays, I think.
Exactly.
So many people reject, but it's, if you approach diversity from the right side, you have so many friends around the world all of a sudden. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, it's true.
Friends and allies and people who might step up one day when you need someone to have your back.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think that was my question. I couldn't hold back. I found that to be very,
No worries,
very astonishing. So you won my heart immediately. So
there are quite a
again,
few foreigners like here in Ukraine, fighting for Ukraine too, who have been in Kurdistan as well. I think when it got a bit popular, it was like 2016, 2017, for more foreign fighters to go out there. But I went there in 2015 when it was like not very often you'd see a foreigner out there, which is very rare.
Yeah. Cool. So maybe tell us about how did you met Fuzzy, and what were your first thoughts about if you feel more comfortable, or send him out for a moment.
No, I was going to say, do you want to drop down to another channel? Like we can talk privately about this, or?
Uh-oh.
No. But no, I've known Fuzzy now for what, 2.5, 3 years now. I think Fuzz.
Yeah, give or take. Yeah, coming up to 3 years
Yeah.
nearly. I think.
Yeah. And like I've been to every oblast. I've been to every city and every area of operations that we fought in. I've done some dangerous things with Fuzzy. I've done some really easy things with Fuzzy. He's a top genuine guy. Even though like there's like maybe like a disagreement sometimes, like we're both gentlemen enough to like talk it out. I think I met him once. It was in a car park, I believe. I had some. I think I met one of his friends as well. Can't remember who it was, but I had some stickers. I released some stickers. It said like, "Where are the Borscht girls at?" It's like a play on another brand in America. And I remember I stuck it on someone's car, and his team leader at the time asked someone to get a sticker for me, or they were like, "Oh, is that Harry?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just Harry." But yeah, like Fuzzy's been around for a long time. I've been around for a long time. We knew like friends of friends, and then slowly we got closer and closer, which is like I think the better outcome, being like working together instead of working apart from each other.
For sure.
That sounds really soppy, doesn't it? Everyone's like got a tear in their eye.
No, it's if we're a good partnership, if you will. We make a good team.
That's it. Hairy Fuzzy.
I have a question. What would be the best way to communicate to a common civilian the importance of what you guys are doing?
In what sense?
In a sense that the vast majority of people, and I mean the vast majority of people, are not paying attention to what's happening in Ukraine, for example, let alone Kurdistan.
Go on, Fuzz.
Right. So, you can you repeat the question, but not speak a million miles an hour?
Sorry. So, how do you convey the importance of what you guys are doing to a common civilian? Because they just are not paying attention.
I don't hear.
Mm-hmm. So, the way I would, to be fair, I don't convey. They either have an interest or they don't. You know, like unfortunately, with some people and a lot of people that aren't interested, you can show them all the photos and videos you want. It's down to that individual to decide whether they feel that is important to them or whether it isn't. You know, you can stress it as much as you want, but they're always going to have their own opinion. And I don't think it's my place to try and convince somebody that it's their problem. You know, for me, you know, like if somebody is that ignorant to the bigger picture, then that's a them problem. That's not a me problem. And you know, they can deal with that on their own. You know, I'm not here to educate people. So for me, like the best way I would say it is to like research it, look into it, and don't listen to the mainstream media. You know, go and actually look at these independent journalists, you know, that are in Ukraine, or you know, like the veterans that have been to Ukraine, etc., and build up your own opinion and educate yourself more than just assuming or just saying, well, it's not my country, I don't give a shit. So it's very hard for me to sit there and say, you know, how would I convey the importance when really I can tell them and show them all the pictures and videos I want. They're not going to listen if they don't feel it is important to them. Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense. And even though I think you're saying it's hard for you to answer this question, I think you answered it perfectly. When you said, give me a couple of seconds. I'm going to word it right. But when you mentioned the fact Anyways, what you said was on point. The mainstream media is doing an atrocious job at covering this war, and we should point anybody who is interested. You cannot change anybody's mind. I completely agree with you. But the source of information is very important. And that source of information should be, as you said, individual journalists and people who are on the field in Ukraine. And you have access to them from all over the goddamn world.
Mm-hmm. But you 100%. The biggest thing as well is it's also. I know a lot of people they don't like doing it, but like when you look at the Russian side of things, a lot of it, yes, is propaganda. But you also, if you look at the independent Russian journalists, they also tell the truth as well. Like the Russians aren't doing very fucking well, you know. Like yes, okay, they have, some successes and some negatives, but it's also the minute you start looking at independent journalists rather than mainstream medias like Russia Today, etc., and stuff like that, that they're not having a great time. But I'd also say as well, Ukraine's not having an easy time either, which is why it's important that you find a journalist that is creditable and you can understand clearly and see that there's no bullshit in the background. Like there's no like private funding or government funding, etc. It's all done by personal funding. I was just wondering as well, does Harry have any questions for the rollers?
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Let's get the questions going both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Okay, so I haven't been. This is like totally off topic of Ukraine. I haven't been back in England for a very long time now. However, as some of you may know, the World Cup is on right now. Is anyone watching the World Cup? The football,
No.
not soccer. No.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Okay, that was a bad question, then, wasn't it? Jesus.
No, it was a good question and honest
I am,
answer.
however.
Straightforward to the point.
You have a fucking war to win.
I know.
I am enjoying
Hold
you
on.
guys.
Of course.
Maybe I could throw in a question in Harry's direction instead.
Mm.
Our focus as this community around Rick, which you have not most probably not met by now.
Not yet.
is
I
to
know friends of friends. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is to support you guys defending the front lines, being supportive in helping to defend. And I would like to know how much does support from abroad means to the defenders at the front?
A lot. Even if it like just comes down to a foreigner saying hello to a fellow Ukrainian military guy as well, or woman too. Like just having a conversation with someone in a military unit is like very appreciated. The unit that I'm currently in the process of joining, there was only one fluent English Ukrainian guy there. But now, like over the past 5 weeks, I'm interacting with them. More and more guys are approaching me to have a conversation in very broken English, which I'm I love the fact that they're trying to speak to me, and I try and have a broken conversation back to them as well. But in regards to donations and things like that, the guys love it. And someone pointed out earlier about the military not always paying on time. That happens all across the board. But when you see the videos online, the guys and the girls just requesting for even basic amenities, and then suddenly it's completed straight away. It's fantastic. It just goes a long way. Like Instagram, every other social media, Discord, etc. Really does help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I personally
even if it
have.
Yeah. Go on. Sorry.
I personally have this belief of that we, or people like us, are helping to keep the chain holding by strengthening the weak links. The guys
Definitely.
who get everything on default, yeah, they are fine.
Yep. And it's the morale is definitely a big thing. Like even if someone just like a small request of like baby wipes and toiletries, like they are so thankful. And then for us Westerners, like when we're back in our homeland, like baby wipes is a couple of £, But obviously guys at the front, they can't always get access to that. So having someone foreign like deliver to them to donate to them is like it's very heartwarming.
Yeah, especially I like the small fundraisers. We do a lot for just very particular stuff that it's like we have units we support over quite a long time by now, and they just send wish lists of very sometimes small car repairs, sometimes a generator, EcoFlow here, some particular electronics, sometimes an antenna, a cover to keep a communications truck dry, spare tires. I
Or
really
these new
think it's
boxes,
Hmm?
these new boxes they
Oh yeah,
keep
you
their stuff in.
yeah, a recon unit requested some very good transport cases to keep their gear, and
military
it's
cases, is it?
yeah, it's flame resistant. So I thought, yeah, that's brilliant, because we had a unit. It was Chimera, border guard drone unit that lost all their equipment because the Russians hit their shelter. Nobody was hurt, but they lost just everything. So we had to fundraise for drones, for drone parts, for all to gear them up as much as possible, as fast as possible, and just to have these fire resistant boxes. I found, okay, it's recon guys. They need to be a little bit more clever, maybe, like the usual soldier. Maybe I'm offending someone now. I don't know. But I found that very clever. It's and I love these small things that have a very big impact for the unit that use it, instead of just pumping out another car. I love car repairs because the guys already know the car they want to have repaired. The fact that they want to repair that shows me it's working. It's a car they want to invest in, and once it's repaired, they know it inside out. So it's a trusted piece of kit and not a random car coming from a board, and then you cross the fingers that it don't breaks down in a shitty situation. I think Fuzzy had a little bit of that.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think that's it
definitely.
as well.
Like, 100%. It's like the Navara and the Land Cruiser. I spoke to Rick about the Land Cruiser, and Rick was out like, okay, fine, we'll, give it 6 months and we'll sort another car out, because the mechanic said like there is absolutely nothing worth doing to that Land Cruiser apart from just changing the oil. And I was like, there's no point. What we'll do is we'll just service it and just keep it running for as long as possible. I just hope for the best with it, really. But the Navara, that thing has travelled hundreds, no, not even thousands of kilometres, and it's been through, a steady bit of shit, and it still goes. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's an immaculate car, and it does what I need it to do, what we need it to do. So, it's worth investing in, a couple of $100 than, even still like $1,000 or so, than spending, $6,000 or $7,000 on bringing in a car, and then possibly $3,000 to $4,000 to actually make sure it's serviceable at the front. It's more beneficial just to keep the ones that you have going than, just bringing in new cars over and over again.
More questions? Do we have more questions? Or do we have an update on the donation front? I'm not paying attention.
What equipment do you guys rely on that surprised you the most? What piece of equipment or gear do you guys rely on that surprised you the most? Like that you didn't think you'd really use, but you actually use it a lot?
For me, it's baby wipes and shower packs. You know, the little like handheld shower packs that are currently like in like they're really popular at the moment during summertime. It's pocket
I've actually
size.
got some of those.
They're fantastic. Like I always have them in my bag. But also baby wipes. You know, I'm a fully grown adult, and suddenly I'm using toiletries that I was using when I was like a little baby. But no, baby wipes especially. I've used that. Like the amount of baby wipes that I probably go through is astonishing.
Yeah, that's a small thing that's really.
Yeah. Like it's and touching on the like it's the small things that people really appreciate. Like I understand like raising money for a car is extortionate like amount of money, but the like the small care packages that people put together, like that like goes a long way for like guys' morale at the front.
Care packages. Okay.
Yeah, for me, it's probably my Wooby. You know, it cost me like $60, and it is used every single day. I used to take the piss out of everybody for using a Wooby. I bought one, and it's probably been the best investment I've ever had. I now own two because they're just quality. But yeah,
Wooby?
Woobies. Yeah, Wooby. It's like how would you fucking describe that?
It's a blanket.
Yeah, like a blanket, but mine, I can turn it into like a poncho or a sleeping bag or a blanket. You know, like I've got like the multi one, but it's like the best thing in the world. Like in the winter, I can use my big sleeping bag, and then I can use the Wooby to hide myself from everybody else, and I can build like a little chariot of privacy just by hanging it off bunk beds and shit. Or in the summer, I can just use it as a sleeping bag or a blanket or something like that. Or even a jacket.
That's sweet.
Brilliant.
Poncho
That
line.
was a
Poncho liners are good.
funny question. It's good to know.
Yeah. As I said, everybody has a lot of differences. Reference like the best piece of equipment. For me, unfortunately, it's not baby wipes because I don't shit at the front. I refuse to end up on Telegram. But yeah, my Wooby is definitely the top tier, I would say.
Or Crocs.
Oh.
Crocs as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, combat Crocs. Combat Crocs.
Yeah, combat Crocs.
Yeah,
always.
we have seen them.
Yeah. And I think before the war as well, I used to laugh at people carrying bum bags or like fanny packs, as some of you might call them. I can't go anywhere without wearing like my small little satchel or my bum bag, just carrying everything because you're always like filling up your pockets with random stuff like baby wipes. But yeah, so bum bag is also probably the key bit of equipment I have.
So what is a bum bag? Is it like a part of your utility belt, an extra pouch? Or?
So it's like a bag that fits around your waist. I don't know how.
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah, you strap it around like a belt, so to speak.
Yeah.
I think
Honestly,
in the
like
80s, 90s, it was very popular all over the place.
Yeah. We're bringing it back. It's fashion.
Yeah. You guys are trendsetters. Oh, Harry,
no,
I was poking a little bit in deeper into your Discord profile, and you have your Spotify linked, and your Spotify profile picture is, I think, pretty cool because
Let me just check what it is.
you are a trendsetter there as well,
No,
combining
stop.
different
What is it?
different kinds of camo. I think I can
I'm panicking now. I'm trying to figure out what my profile photo is.
yeah, I'm putting a screenshot in the side chat. I thought that's very good style.
Oh no!
I mean, it's maybe
that's-
not very efficient.
That's at the yeah. That's at the training range wearing a England retro football shirt from the early 90s.
Okay.
Yeah, that was just at the training range. We were throwing some grenades.
Yeah. Let me see. I have it somewhere. I posted in the side chat. If you guys give me just a second. So don't wait for me. Just someone, please carry on.
I remember regarding like bright colored clothing and things like that. I remember my first mission in Ukraine. We were running with the Kraken guys before that they were as big as they are now. They were just when we first met them, it was like they are the bunch of football enthusiast hooligans, but they were organized. I remember some of the guys that we were moving along like the northern tree line in Kharkiv, somewhere up north. And some of them were white Nike Air Force trainers, like just wearing normal clothing. We were all just wearing multicam. And it just goes to show, like, from 22 right till now, how like far they've developed and how everyone's like developed and got so far with their gear and equipment as well. God, look at that! That's me.
Yeah. It's an awesome photo.
But yeah, that's an old England shirt. That at the range, not on the front line. I would never wear
It's
anything
probably
like that. on the front line.
camouflaging when you are in near the beach.
Of course, yes.
So people are always asking favorite foods. What's the worst thing you've eaten in Ukraine?
Oh, great question.
Go on, Fuzzy.
Sorry, can you ask that question again? The missus was asking me to demonstrate a sit-up because she didn't know what one was and she thinks she's fat.
What's the worst thing you've eaten in Ukraine?
The worst thing I've eaten? Probably buckwheat. Oh, no, actually borscht. Yeah, I can't stand it.
What?
No.
But that's
Yeah, no,
lovely.
I don't like borscht. No, I don't like it. I think what it is like I've had military borscht, and now because I've had that, I won't go anywhere near it just because of pure fear, because of what it did to my intestines.
All that fiber.
Fiber, it was the opposite, really. It was more of the shits.
Fiber can do that. I learned the hard way.
I have a question. Was it more meat or more vegetables in that borscht that you ate?
More bone.
Oh, you ate what's called a more poor man's, maybe.
Poor man's borscht, yeah, it was, yeah. It was like really oily as well. Like I watched them like pull it. Nah. I like Ukrainian food, but borscht is like I just won't go near it. Or buckwheat.
You ate the one with leftovers and more bone in it than meat and vegetables. I think.
I think it had the village cat in it, mate. I'm not gonna lie.
But did you taste? Where did you taste it? Because Rick has
in a
brought
field.
me to this most. Okay, because Rick has brought me to the most awesome restaurants in Kyiv, like Aziza. The name. The restaurant we went together with Rick to. Musafir.
Hajibi?
Hajibi?
Musafir.
Musafir.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And
you know,
Sorry, just speak.
Mhm.
Continue.
Okay. Yeah, and to the restaurant Poltava. Those are two awesome restaurants in Kyiv. And the last barricade under the Maidan. Those three places, you will love borscht after that.
Yes, I would have to. The thing is for me is it's like if I went to a restaurant and somebody said like, no, you're getting borscht, and they just ordered it for me, I would try it and I would. But if somebody like said, right, let's go get some borscht, I'm not going to do that. Like, I'd have to be in a restaurant that had it and somebody said, right, let's try that. But I'm like, the thing is with me is it's like I'm also like, when it comes to food, I'm really autistic. For me, it's like if it's not yellow, I'm not eating it. If it's not chicken nuggets and chips or something like retarded, I'm not eating it.
Felt that.
Yeah, like potato. Like I don't like roast potatoes, but I'll eat potato waffles or like squash. Like I don't know what it is. Like I'm probably the only Brit that you'll ever meet that's had a potato waffle on a roast dinner.
You know, Fazi, I didn't like borscht in the school in the time of my childhood because it was always in the cheap restaurants for the children, for the students, and it was all very very Sovietic, was really disgusting, and I really don't like borscht in my childhood. And probably maybe you have to find really such a special place where where you can try it again. But I can understand why. I can understand why you don't like it because it's special mix of different vegetables. But it can be nice. Just try to find. No, I don't push you to try to find examples of good borscht, but it can exist probably maybe in the future because it can came to you through time.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. It's like if, for example, like my missus, if her mum made me borscht, I would try it. But Ollie, she says to her mum, no borscht, because she knows like if I don't like it, I just won't eat it, and she doesn't want like it for me to like I don't know, like not even offend her mum because her mum really don't care. Like like in her mum's eyes, I'm the golden child. I do nothing wrong. It's all Ollie's fault. She's just sat there staring at me now. But no, I don't know. Like, I just wouldn't want to offend somebody, which is why if it was at a restaurant, if it is shit, you can say like it's shit. But if somebody's actually like, put effort into making it, and I go, I'm not eating that. Like I don't want to offend someone.
You don't want to sit down with the cook and eat it?
Yeah. That would be very awkward because imagine why don't you like it? Because I'm not exactly very creative with words, so I just like it's just shit in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't know how else to say it. Like, I just don't rate it, mate.
Yeah, it will be restaurant Poltava or the last barricade.
The last barricade, I know that place. Yeah.
I would love to bring you to one of those restaurants.
Yeah.
There's a Georgian restaurant there as well, like near there, isn't there?
Yeah, it's close to Maidan.
Yeah. That's really good Georgian food.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it was. Tone, was it the one we were with Edward?
Yeah.
From Brave Hearts.
Yep.
That was good food. Yeah.
And nice Harry, you know Ed, didn't you?
Yeah. Do you know Edward's the photographer?
Yeah. We went. We went to the Georgian restaurant with him.
He's a very good friend of mine. I know him back from UK.
He's the sweetest.
Did you hear the story about his dog that he currently has? Charlie? Charlie, his
Oh,
dog.
I think he had him on a live stream with Rick with him, and
Yes.
he was
So.
sticking his butt in his face during the
Yep,
live stream. If I
So I
that's
actually, I saved him from the Donbass, Charlie. The little, I had him as a puppy,
oh wow,
and then I met Ed back in Kiev for a meal as a catch up. Took Charlie with me, and then I was in the process of putting Charlie in the trying to find him a home in the west of Ukraine, and then Ed actually took control of looking after him. And then process him over back into England with his family and him.
that's
he's a very, very good friend of mine.
It's incredible how small the world is sometimes.
Yep. Definitely.
Edward is, I think, by now a long-time friend of the channel and Rick. And we, on a regular basis, we have met him on Free Us Off when Rick was doing live streams there. And Tuna and me met him last summer there in person, which was nice. And then we went to the Georgian restaurant, had a little bit of a chit chat and nice food.
With a friend of his.
Yeah.
What was her name again? She's a comedian. You remember?
Yeah.
She used to be a comedian.
Marina, I think.
Marina or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Marina.
Yeah, Ukraine is it's a big country, but a small, big community, but small friends. Maybe I don't know how to word it.
Big friends in a small
big friends,
community.
yeah. Regarding the food question, I love borscht. I'm a big advocate for borscht. But holodets, I'm going to put a picture in the chat because this food I cannot. It's like jellied meat.
Oh yeah.
Like cat food.
That's awesome.
Cat food, that's what you my cat, man. He's licking her lips.
No, don't say that.
Look at that, don't you, cat? Look at that.
Yeah, I don't like that jello.
And
my mom loves
isn't
that
it?
shit, and I never touched it in my life.
Oh,
This may
I
be
hate
ignorant,
that.
but I don't think stuff should be displayed in jelly stuff.
Oh god.
Yeah. Glad correct.
Anything.
Even
friends,
cats don't like it.
holodets, it's very weird dish, but it's I think it's very, very I know from my friend that it's very good for health. So good
There is
for
nothing.
Nope.
No.
Yeah,
I can see that with the collagen and stuff that would be in the jelly part.
yeah. So if you have some problems and you can try. And I also didn't like it in my childhood, but some of this you can try if it's not too much with fat, not so disgusting, not how to explain in English good, but it can be disgusting, but it can be tasty too.
I feel like if I would actually think of it as stew, maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
But you can't, can you? Because it's just jelly.
Yeah, this jelly stuff is awful.
Isn't jelly itself just made of ligaments and joint?
From my
liquid?
understanding, they used to make it out of hooves.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think. Yeah.
I need to translate what's to explain to you. Yes, more.
It's so cool. We are finding food rabbit holes. I like it.
Yeah, but now that we are talking about yucky stuff, I would, and it's completely turn around while we are waiting for this description from Aziza. I would love so much to hear what the real Vladimir Putin thinks about in fact, Trump's new glittering pound that is full of algae, because I know something about the real blood that he knows about pools. So it would be nice for him to come on stage to talk about the pools. But
that's interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
So geopolitical pool talk.
Yeah.
And does anybody wants to discuss the algae terrorism part of it? That obviously the left-wing terrorists in the US were committing against the government.
Oh yeah, we hauled in about 20 truckloads of algae the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dumped it right
okay.
in there. I saw
I
that.
was thinking,
I watched you do it.
I thought Leah would be somewhat involved in that. I thought
It wasn't my
Yeah.
pocket knife, at least, or box knife, or whatever it was. I lost that years ago.
in the
About
pool.
the
Hey,
controversy
Lisa,
that
good to see you
someone.
with us.
I'm sorry.
Go on.
I was just wondering. He said that someone cut it up with a box cutter, but the thing is, the pool is so lengthy. Wouldn't it develop algae first in one corner, or would it just take way longer? Because you
No,
would really have to go around the entire perimeter because it's a very long pool. And the water is fully stationary, right? It doesn't really move around.
Yep, he completely
Except the
sealed
wind.
it so it no longer drains. It was a natural filter before.
Yeah, it's like box cutter doesn't even make sense even if that was possible. Like, it's completely insane. So
In
stupid.
March or April, he had said you couldn't cut it with a knife. Now all of a
Yes.
sudden you did. Like, make up your mind.
Yeah.
Oh,
But now we entered Trump world, so it's
Yeah.
I don't know. No, it doesn't need to make sense, and yeah, maybe.
The more unhinged it is, the more they eat it up.
Yeah,
unfortunately, yes.
and it finds its way into even the sweetest spaces of the internet, like ours now.
That's because it's more fun to make fun of that.
Yeah, the pool thing for sure.
Google swimming pool, Steve. Now he's on it. Yeah.
Before we continue with the conversation, I would like to remind you that we also have an auction active at the moment. Aziza's painting is, I think, at 400 USD at the moment. And the auction will end at midnight Ukraine time. So whoever is interested into that can have a peek in the auction page. For some reason, it's not working in Firefox browsers anymore, but on Chrome for sure. I will drop the link in the side chat, and now it's back to Stefan and Fuzzy's conversation, I think.
For sure.
Good.
Do you guys prefer a hole or a bucket?
I can't answer for Fuzzy, but I prefer a hole.
You fucking liar.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not even
yeah.
going to lie, right? Like, Harry, please tell them the story about the phantom shitter.
Oh my gosh, there's actually a story.
God.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You need to tell them about the phantom shitter.
So we were like in a rear. We got rear. It was a forward position in a building. It was a school. We were staying there for about a week, 2 weeks, wasn't it, Fuzzy? I think. Anyway, obviously we went into the school. We're respectful. We cleaned up after ourselves. We actually cleaned up before we laid our bed spaces down. Anyway, I think it was like the week or the second week in, someone didn't flush. Now, for me, I love to be clean, like when I'm at the front. And someone didn't flush. There was one out of like 9 guys there who didn't flush it down. I'm adamant that it was Fuzzy, but I know that Fuzzy doesn't go to the toilet at the front. Do you, Fuzz? That's a really funny story in itself.
Oh shit!
And I really hope no one's eating. I don't know what time it is for you guys, but I really hope no one's eating. But it turned out we had a phantom shitter who didn't own up to it, but obviously we cleaned it up before we left, and actually left the school in a much cleaner space than what we found it in, and then put a fresh new lock on for the janitor there. But yeah, the phantom shitter he's never owned up to it. We're still in a group chat with all the same people. Yeah, he's still somewhere in Ukraine. Hopefully not doing the same things as he did to us.
Bro, that thing was like a baby's arm, mate. That thing was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But regarding the question, for me, definitely a hole. Even in the winter, I'd much rather go to the end of the garden and use the out shed and the long drop than a bucket.
Yeah. Nah, I'd rather just go find the local toilet, make that flushes. Definitely not.
I have a loaded question.
Sure.
That's why it took some time to deliver it. So I come from Serbia, unfortunately, and I don't know how familiar you are with that situation. We can talk about it later. But related to Ukraine, before you went into Ukraine, was it
over there? Computers.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So in 2022, when you went to Ukraine, what was your perspective on what was your expectation about the reaction of the international community?
So it's a really hard one. So for me, when I came over, I met a lot of really good guys, but also met a lot of fucking idiots who a lot of them have left Ukraine now. But it was very strange because, you know, like there was loads of Ukrainians going out, but there was loads of foreigners queuing to go in. It was very, very strange. But no, it was very, I want to say dramatic. I think that's the right word, because there was so many people that just flooded in, and then like all of a sudden, everybody dreamed about that part of the front where they didn't ever get shot at. You know, everybody thought there was that part of the front that existed. Obviously, it never did. So like loads of people came, loads of people, you know, they went to the front, realized that, you know, the Russians do shoot back, and then they left. But no, it was very big. It was very, I'm going to say, I don't know how to describe it really, apart from like the support there was a lot bigger than what it is now. You know, like everybody knew, not everybody knew everybody. Like, so for example, back then, I never knew Harry, but then I met Harry for a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend who knew a friend. Do you know what I mean? Like that's the foreign community now is very, very small, where everybody does know everybody in some way, shape or form. So yeah.
Thank you for the answer. That is the smaller international community that is capable of coming to Ukraine, fighting on the front line. But what about the international community that's consisted of all these huge political bodies, NATO, and so on?
Fuck NATO.
What was your expectation for what was your expectation for their response?
So I didn't really expect much from them until Russia hit Poland with a Shaheed. That's kind of like, I think that was actually back in 22 or 23. And everybody was there like, yeah, NATO's going to come, NATO's going to come. They never fucking did. So for me now, whenever I hear NATO, I just think money laundering. Do you know what I mean? Is a bit of a joke.
Look, in Serbia, we were murdering our neighbors for 8 years until NATO responded, and we don't even have nukes. So I thought fuck, maybe they learned a lesson. Maybe they're going to react quicker when it comes to Ukraine, and they still didn't. So I think, and I've studied this at the university. I have a couple of masters in exactly this. So I think I realized that we're ruled by complete fucking idiots. And all of our not all of our, but the vast majority of our politicians are such unredeemable idiots. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
agree with you.
I believe that's global though. Not like
Yeah,
that's
global.
just
It
not
is
a
global.
Serbian thing. Like
No,
look
no,
at
I'm
the
talking
US.
I'm
Look
saying on
at
a
the
global level.
Brits. Yeah, for sure.
Serbia's
you
a
know,
given.
like, yeah, for sure. You know, like, obviously everybody can do more. You know, there's never like I've done enough. There's always something you can do. Somebody has always done more than you, no matter where you go in this world. So for me, I feel like whenever anybody mentions NATO, okay, yeah, NATO, they are great. You know, they look great, they sound great, and you know, they are a lot more organized than Ukraine, and they are. But when it comes to what's the word, like I'm going to say, like advancement. Yeah, I'm going to use that word. Fuck it. When it comes to like advanced
Everybody.
warfare and stuff like
We
that,
are
like
rolling
Ukraine
without
have
Rick now
excelled
officially.
dramatically. It's like the
But we are
NRCos,
going to
like the ground
roll together
robotics.
with
They
Fuzzy.
came around because some geezer thought, I'm not going to that position. And he went down to the local market, bought a remote control car, done it.
He is
And then everybody
just
went, actually, that
fetching the
worked. Let's
missus
start
from
investing
work and
in ground
promised to
robotic systems. Same as the FPVs and, you know, the DJIs. Somebody thought, I'm not going to that tree line when I can just send up a DJI and look into the tree line from above. You know, like,
brilliant.
Which sounds mental because you'd think NATO would use their brains and, you know, do it because Ukraine is a third world army, and it is. Obviously, it's progressing a lot more now, but back in those days, it was still classed as a third world army, and you think NATO would be doing this shit already, you know, but they weren't. And now it's kind of, for me personally, I don't understand why we're sending Ukrainians that have already been to the front line to be trained by Brits. I don't understand that, because a lot of the Brits, when I was in the army, had never even deployed. It was only like your platoon sergeants and, you know, your CQMSs, like your colour sergeants and staff sergeants. They were the only fuckers that had actually done anything, but it wasn't on a conventional level. And, you know, now you go back to the UK, you'd have some fucking 19 or 20-year-olds sat there telling you how to clear a trench, and it's there like what? Like, hang on a minute, like these Ukrainian boys have been doing it for the last 2 years. What are you on about?
Yeah, I get that too.
Yeah. But yeah, no, hopefully that answers your question, bro. Yeah.
It does. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Good. Do you have any spits on that, Hazza?
I remember at the start of the war, when I first got into country, regarding like NATO donations. I think it was Germany who sent only, I'm going to say a handful, but like not many helmets. It was when like a lot of NATO countries are donating bits and bobs, but Germany only donated helmets, and then that was a big thing right at the start of the war with the foreigners that I met, especially the Germans. There was a bit comical, but obviously now, like, fifth, sixth year, going into the fifth year now of the war, full scale invasion. Now Germany are like one of the top people to make a huge amount of donations, but going back from 22, it's just quite a different world back then now.
Mm-hmm. So what would you say is like the best country that's sent the best amount? Well, I'll say, like, what would you say is the best equipment that's been donated by a NATO military, and like why you think that as well?
Patriot,
yeah.
Patriot, always Patriot. Purely because it's one of the best air defense systems that we have in the world, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it has less blokes on a air defense system, which means more blokes are out on the front line as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nobody
no, I
has
get
any
it.
other questions. I have another one that's a bit different.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Fire away.
But I want to be the only one asking questions. Does anybody else have a question from the chat or something?
I think
These are not.
Keith had prepared a few questions. He's oddly silent now.
But these are not only my
Keith,
questions. These are all of us that
yeah.
came up with them.
I would like to hear Keith's voice in the conversation at some point if he feels comfortable. In general, but we don't need to pressure him right now. Just a slight reminder. Yeah, thank you for the conversation so far. I'm not sure where we are standing on donations at the moment. Tuna is testing if she can hear everybody from the audience. I'm not sure how good that is making progress. Yeah, maybe a short note on Germany, which I'm a citizen of, born in. We have a very dark past, knowingly, for dealing with deadly force in a very unhealthy way, and to deal with it, Germany developed this culture of saying no to weapons, to violence in general, to not support violence. Yeah, it was a big hurdle to overcome, I think, in the overall it's an English word missing, citizenship in the population. There's still a very big blockade traditionally on how we were raised. But I think many are waking up to a reality that is not matching this. Yeah, if you say no to war, then that's enough. It's clearly not. It
But
takes two
I do
parties.
like. Sorry to interrupt you, but I do want to say, like, I know back in the day with Germany, you know, it wasn't all for the best reasons, but I do want to say, like, what the Germans did back then has redefined warfare what it is today. You know, with like integrating combined arms, the Germans were actually the first to do it. Close air support, you know, like just speed, mobility, decentralizing command structures, you know, and like even like asymmetrical naval tactics. You know, like Germany made war actually safer by utilizing all of these things. So, like, as yes, I'm not praising them for what they did, their tactics. Like, please don't like say Germany's complete shit when it comes to like that kind of stuff, because they did make it a lot better in the future warfare as to what it is today. Because a lot of NATO have took on World War II style doctrine and obviously just developed it into like modern warfare.
Yeah, I just want to mention that our beloved and our good friend Aziza has entered the audience.
Oh, welcome.
And I'm not sure if she wants to come on stage and join us a little bit in a conversation and maybe speak a little bit about the piece of art we are trying to promote for her for the fundraising on the auction page. We will find out soon, I think. She wants to use her beautiful voice to speak to a small crowd of friends. But she's here. That's great. I'm happy for everybody that made it to Discord and is listening. I see so many familiar names in this group. Yeah, and I'm happy that we can spend a little time doing this format. Hey, welcome, Aziza.
Hi, привіт. Hi, everyone.
Aziza.
Good evening.
Do you hear me well?
Yeah,
Very
perfect.
well.
Yep.
So, of course, I'm happy to promote painting I'm happy to talk about this in time when you choose when it will be all right for you.
Yeah, at the moment, already have met Fuzzy a few times, I think, by now.
Yeah.
And actually, Fuzzy was inviting a friend who is defending Ukraine since 2022 as well. This is Harry. He's on the stage as
Hi.
well.
Дуже приємно.
And
Мені також дуже приємно.
at the moment we are a little bit in a question and answer segment with Fuzzy and Harry, and I think I would like to ask people in the crowd if they have questions. I'm not really good in monitoring the side chat, but if someone wants to come up on the stage and ask a question directly, please go ahead. We would like to hear different voices and interact. Also, I hope everybody has donated by now, because we have a little bonus for everybody who donated to Rick fundraiser. All these people get access to maybe support Fuzzy a little bit directly on his PayPal. It's the way we decided to do it, because it seems like the Ukrainian army is a little bit shit sometimes into paying their soldiers in time. So everybody who would like to support Fuzzy on a personal level next to the fundraising we do for our official fundraisers, is invited. I think maybe Fuzzy will explain a little bit more about that. It's not about making him rich or reduce the money we have on the fundraising goals. I think you get what I mean. I just put Fuzzy's PayPal in the side chat. So if you feel like wanting to support Fuzzy a little bit more, then you can do that. That's what I want to say. It's Lewis Harding.
It is. Thank you, guys.
Doxing him here. So Fuzzy, the official address on PayPal is @Fuzzy Ukraine. Is that right? No.
It is, yeah.
Okay. Then I copy that to the side chat. Yeah.
No, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
No, thank you.
I have a question from. Oh, hang on. Question from Bina. Do you see any less pressure from the orcs in your part of the front line, and do you see any kind of redirection when it comes to enemy troops? If so, what part are they being redirected to? So I'm not at the front at the minute, but I will say most of the troops are from public knowledge, as well as like knowledge from friends I have that are at the front. They are all being redirected pretty much to either the Donbass region or the Kharkiv region. That's mainly like the two key interest areas of Russia at the moment. Zaporizhia it's still very kinetic. It's just a lot of it is defensive operations more than offensive. But yeah, I can't really go into details as to like what my part of the front is because I don't have one at the moment. But though, does anybody else have any questions. Please,
Bina
please as
has-
well, guys. Like, ask. Feel free to ask the mods questions. Ask Hazard questions. If anything, ask Hazard questions. Just because fuck him. You guys need to get to know him. So
I see
please ask away.
questions.
Go on. Ask
I have
away,
another
Brett.
question.
Shoot.
Before you went to Ukraine for the first time, did you know much about the Ukrainian culture?
I'll be honest, bro. Like,
No.
I knew fuck all, mate.
Perfect. Then
all
then
I know about
describe.
Ukraine.
Then you
For me,
then you have to
is
describe.
Go on.
Then you have to describe, because it's a perfect start, because then you have to describe how was your first introduction to the Ukrainian culture.
Dolly ist oben bei mir.
Okay, so my first introduction
Yeah.
to Ukrainian culture. I crossed the border. I was thrown into, I'm not going to say what it was or where it was, but into a building just down the road from the border. It was like a 20-minute drive, if that, off the border. Stayed there for the night. There was some women that were like making food for the foreign volunteers and stuff like that. Lovely food. And then we went to a little town near Yavoriv in Lviv. And you had the yellow house, and then you had like the main house, if you want. And as soon as I got there, I was greeted by foreigners that were like basically volunteering to run the recruitment. And it was very much of, let's go and eat. So they took me downstairs to eat, and I had murky water. I think it was some pasta and a hot dog. That was my first introduction to Ukrainian culture, because I asked if this was like a normal meal here, and apparently it's not. Believe me, it really isn't. But at the start, I just thought, this is really shit. This is only going to get worse.
All right.
But no, it's definitely not Ukrainian culture. A lot of the Ukrainians I've met, especially the ones outside of the army, or like when they're not working, they're a lot more pleasant to be around. When they're at work, they're there, they're focused, they're there for a reason. Everything else can fuck off. That's what they're going to deal with. But I call it Ukrainian time. There's no. So if they say 5 minutes, they mean half an hour.
Yeah.
If they mean tomorrow, they mean next week.
All of the Slavic people are like that.
I think what that is the bureaucracy. But yes, it's, I don't know. The culture's great, really. It's very relaxed, which is what I like. Like if you keep yourself to yourself, you get left alone, which is the way it should be.
I love the culture. I love it completely. When I crossed the border, I had the same sort of food experience as Fuzzy, but I crossed over when it was, I think, like preparing for Easter. And I remember getting given an egg. I thought it was like a chocolate egg, because in England we have just like chocolate eggs, which are just either painted at some luxurious chocolate shop, or you get given a chocolate egg. Anyway, this little girl gave me a chocolate egg. It turns out it wasn't chocolate egg. I bit into it, and it was actually the shell. It was obviously I had to just like discreetly take it out of my mouth, but it was an egg, which is like thankful. But yeah, it was the same sort of food. It was the mysterious soup, buckwheat, which to this day I'm still yet to thoroughly enjoy. Obviously I love food anyway, but buckwheat is still the number one enemy of mine. But regarding the people of Ukraine, the culture is fantastic. I love going towards like the church when there's the Easter ceremonies going on. I love waiting in line for my coffee and then attempting to speak Ukrainian. And still that they understand that I'm a foreigner, but they instantly try and speak back to me in very basic Ukrainian back, which I love. The babushkas in Ukraine, oh my god! Like I love a babushka. They're so like in the little tiny villages out in the east. I've had it previously where we had a team of about 30 guys. They would cook for all of us every single day. They'd bring over like a hot pot of borscht, vareniki, daruni, like the potato pancakes. It's always been a lovely interaction with any elderly person in Ukraine, like man or woman, even just all over the country, not just necessarily in the east. But yeah, the only thing that I really dislike about the culture really is, do you know when you go into a restaurant or a barber shop, for example, is they have the same playlist on, like the YouTube playlist. That's the only down. It's just the music. Sometimes it's a little bit too much for me. But I
I
love
don't
a
know.
sing
Here
song
in
as well.
Norway,
Yeah.
in Norway, it's the same thing with the music.
Yeah, it's the same playlist everywhere you go. No matter what year it is, no matter what month, it's the same playlist.
But where isn't it like that?
Yeah, true. That's a good point. I think I'm more often.
You know, me too. I don't like music playlist of all. I'm a musician, you know. If you don't know, I'm a musician, and I'm creating my own music. And I'm also don't like taste of music of Ukrainian people. In general, it was because, of course, because of colonization of Russian too. Because we had this industry in the center of empire in Moscow, and Russia did a lot through the music, through the special Russian style music inside of Ukraine during a lot of years. And for example, now we could see changes, good changes, and we could find really good bands. But still, for example, do you know this is a style of music like chanson, Russian chanson? It's like music from prison world, criminal world, Russian criminal world, and begin to be like mainstream music. And even when, for example, Ukrainians begin to create music in Ukrainian language, they still use some part of this style, like chanson, but it's not like chanson absolutely, but still has some kinds of this. And industry is not so good for different styles, different, for example, like doom metal, or trip hop, for example, like my music style. So we have a lot of problems in this, and still we are fighting for changes. Like me, we try to find opportunity to record this, to do it in a good way, in high quality way, and it's really hard. It's hard to find somebody who can support your music and who can change it. Because, for example, if I can compare the music in Romania, there is I like so much the music band Subcarpathi, and they create the music with it's like hip hop with trip hop, electronic music, and they begin to be like national bands. So they're like Verka Serduchka, but you know the Verka Serduchka, it's not don't know. Like we have this Verka Serduchka. It's very pop music, and we could say very like cheap music, but still with some creativity. But still, it's not, you know, music bands that create own style like Subcarpathi. And you can imagine in Ukraine it is Serduchka, and in Romania it's Subcarpathi that create amazing, powerful national music in with like folk details, like folk identity. And for me, it's also my goal, my mission. I want to change this through my music too. And I'm also don't like same a lot of playlists in the buses, in different place, and even on festivals. It just my pain. So I'm agree with you with this. But you know, Pazzi said about this. Side of Ukrainian when we said tomorrow it will be in a week or later, like we didn't very not in time. But sorry for my bad English. But still, we have different people. Probably it's also experience, but we also have different people that can be more in time than, for example, Germans. Because when I visited Berlin and another part of Germany, it was absolutely people who can be not in time, but we have this stereotype that German people is so correct every time, but it wasn't like this. Yeah, but still, when I visited Tunisia, it was really like this. They have this word, inshallah, or something like this. So it means
Inshallah.
never. That never. They will do it never. So it was really interesting that we can compare, but still probably sometimes Ukrainian people can be also brings not comfortable feeling even for me because of different understanding of some topics.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Leah found a screenshot first. It's Culture Under Fire. I think, in my opinion, it's a very brilliant way to use writing in a very powerful way. I'm personally really fascinated by that because I think it's not. I haven't seen many pieces of your work, Aziza, that is in that direction. I really love it.
I'll try to try to find description because I didn't remember some details of this because I created this art when Russian hit books production. Я забыла, як сказати це англійською. So it was hit in Kharkiv, and they destroyed a lot of new books of some brand of Ukrainian production of the books, and it was so painful for us because it was one of the biggest fabric, or how we can say in English, I don't know. So it was really it was really big pain for us, and I remember it was not the shock because it was not suddenly, because in general Russian did it many times, and it was again and again, and I think it was in 2025. If you can please, if you can send the link of this painting, maybe I can see it and can describe directly about the details and names and everything.
Aziza, you have in this chat room, you have a side chat. It's the speaking bubble icon. If you press it, you can
so,
see.
I found this is the destruction of the destruction of Ukrainian culture during the large-scale war is not an accident, because Russia has been trying to erase the original Ukrainian culture for hundreds of years, and this is big process of destroying our language, destroying our history, and destroying our identity. And it's also, we can continue the topic about the music. They took from us hundreds of years of development. They took from us even before the full-scale war. Russian books were here, and Russian had the big business to promotion of writers, of open poets, and only I think first steps were after the Maidan, a revolution of dignity. Then next step was after this war in the east of Ukraine, and finally we had big changes after the beginning of full-scale war. So we understood that Russian tried to destroy and kill us with a soft power, and soft power sometimes can be much worse than even shaheds or rockets. But also Russian destroyed it directly now. So like maybe weeks ago they shelled Dovzhenka Center, and they destroyed a lot of costumes from Ukrainian big genius films that were created during the times and centuries. So they also shelled our schools, our museums. They try to do it with a cold head. So they did it with a directly understanding that it's all about our independence. It's all about our wish to be free, our wish to be with own identity. And it's sometimes I think I'm afraid of the peace with Russia, because peace can be much more cruel with this understanding that it is our friend, and we can be again hugs each other and have the concerts and have the Russian thinkers here. So still Russian will not understand what's the problem of this war, why it's not about Putin, and why it's about this big monster that was in Russian Empire, like Russian Empire, like Soviet Union, that want to erase us a lot of centuries. But exactly what inspired me to create this art. In the afternoon of May, like inspired in a bad way. In the afternoon of May 23, the Russian army attacked Kharkiv with C-300 missiles, and fire broke out in the printing house Factor Druk, where books of many Ukrainian publishing houses are printed. 7 employees died during this attack on the printing house. 4 people were identified by DNA samples. Sergei Bolvinov, the head of the investigative department of the Kharkiv region police. So it was Factor Druk, and I remember how a lot of people tried to donate, support this big printing house, and it was really well, and it also inspired us to do more for Ukrainian culture. And if I can say that music now is a not good position, but I can say the books, literature, poetry now is on a high level. We have the boom of wishes of people to read, to learn more Ukrainian history, to learn more Ukrainian stories through the minds of our thinkers. So this is an art about freedom and about culture under fire. And what I can say also about this, that it's also against the culture of the world, because what Russian did, it also uses soft power against another state. And why I always I'm saying that Russian culture is a weapon that is destroying human minds in different states, and they use this ideology and some beautiful ideas from Dostoevsky, Tolstoy, and another one. But in general, for me, it's very, very dangerous philosophy. But unfortunately, the people in Europe, thinkers in Europe, they could not understand that. They continue to think that it's something genius and it's something incredible, and it's not about the Putin, it's not about the war, it's just Russian culture. But in general, it's all the weapons, because they still have this imperialistic mind. They didn't think about it. They didn't work with these problems. Why Putin exists? Why exists this idea, and why Russians support such leaders? Why Russians want to see this world under pressing of Russian army? And for me, it's all about Russian culture, and for me, it's also about how it's important to create open, beautiful ideas, share with us with the world, with trying to explain how how Ukrainian culture can change this world. Because for me, Ukrainian culture can share a lot of beautiful ideas about the freedom of the nations, about will of will of small, like what Russian said, that small person can't change nothing. Like small person is just victim of the power, and we just could not change nothing. But from Ukrainian culture, we have ideas that small person and one small act can change everything. And this is big dream. And this is big dream that is alive through the action. And our warriors show it every day. And our activists, volunteers, Ukrainian people inspire me a lot to be stronger, to understand that probably sometimes if you are talking about UPA, so Ukrainian nationalist, that Polish people don't like, because it's also interesting topic why two empires that occupied us from different sides don't like our soldiers, because they were fighting for our independence. They were fighting, and they were not afraid to do it in such situation when they have no hope. You know, Ukrainian nationalists were fighting like partisans until the 1960s, until the like end of even end of 20th centuries, or 20th centuries. Why they act like this? Because they believe that it can change in the future the life of an next generation. And it was the truth, because exactly their work, their truth, and their facts, and the changes brought to us independence for Ukraine. And it's really inspired us to be strong. And it's about also war that begin in the minds, in the hearts of the people, because we are fighting for the hearts. We are fighting for the this individuals. This is personalities that can be flames of changes. Probably it's sorry for not perfect English. Try to explain.
Thank you, Aziza.
No, but it's
I
good.
think it was, was very understandable.
Yeah. No worries.
Don't worry about your English. Most of us only know one language over here in the US.
I was sitting here thinking, holy shit, she's so good in English.
That too.
Thank you. Yeah, you're very kind.
You love you, Aziza.
I love you too.
Thank you.
I would like to once more encourage people in the listening audience. If you have thoughts, if you want to come on stage, ask a questions, or just say hi, because many of the rollers just love to hear the sound of other rollers' voices. That's a very sweet moment. It's very attractive for everybody to just get to know the rollers community.
If you buy good ear protection, like you can still hear what's going on around you. It's like my ear protection in the States, it's probably only like $400, but like in Ukraine, it's $1,000, and it's the Pelter contacts. Those things, like I swear by them. Like I can hear everything, like no matter what. I can even hear things in the distance. If there's a really loud explosion, I won't hear it. I'll hear it, but it won't be anywhere near as loud.
It blocks out loud noises and elevates very, very tiny things. I was wearing something like that one time from a hunting friend of mine in Switzerland, and that was incredible. Because you hear very, very stuff you wouldn't hear normally. But if he would have fired the rifle, which he didn't, then it would have blocked out that sound. So that's some crazy tech. It's simple, but yeah, very helpful, I think.
100%, which is why I tell people as well, like when it comes to ear protection, like you can buy like Earmore, which is like $120. That's great, and it will do the job. But you got to remember as well, like it won't be anywhere near as good as like the Pelter contact, which is why I tell everybody, like if you're gonna get ear protection, get Pelters or fucking Swordins. They're like the go-to brands because they just last forever as well. Like mine, I've had my Pelters for 3.5 years now, and like they've been battered. Like they've been thrown around, kicked around, everything, and they still work. And they're just So it's definitely worth investing in.
Unfortunately, that's how it goes with the military equipment and
Firstly, how does the gear we bought to you? How are they working still?
Yeah, definitely. So the helmet, obviously the helmet is still helmeting. I'll actually upload a picture of it now. Because I got some new additions on it. I'll upload it now. The plate carrier as well. I still use it. Obviously, it's, as I say, like when it comes to PPE, like armor, helmets, anything like that, like don't cheap out on it because it will last like forever. And again, that plate carrier that I had, you guys raised for me, it's been thrown around, kicked around, everything, and there's no rips, there's no tears, there's no nothing. Let me. As you can see, still going strong. Like that helmet as well. It's so comfortable. Like I've had that. I can wear that on my head for hours and not worry about it. And I don't like putting anything on my head.
Sweaty? And
It does get sweaty. Yeah, it does get sweaty. But I've like the padding inside it. I changed the padding. So it's a bit more comfortable, and it absorbs the sweat a little bit more, and it doesn't like rub on my head. But no, yeah, as I say, like don't PPE. Those ear protection I've got there, they're the Pelter contacts. As I say, that's them when they had just been like refurbished, like they had the new cups put on them. The annoying thing is with these, like you see the black bits that press against your ear. They're made at they're like gel, and they're $100 for the replacement because you also get the foams that go with it as well. So they're expensive to like maintain and that, but like you only need to do it maybe depending on how often you use it. Maybe like once a year, maybe once every 2 years.
But no, it's really good. Definitely worth having. The plate carrier as well. I'll see if I've got a picture of that on my phone somewhere. That thing's been going everywhere with me, of course. And like all the Ukrainians as well, they see it and they're like, "This is great. This is great. Is this?" And they all see it's Pharaoh and they all fall in love with it.
Yeah, but
So yeah,
Elder
it's
Archer has some fair criticism about your helmet outfit.
oh really?
Yeah, and the side chest.
Tactical cat is. I can't do that.
A unicorn horn,
Yeah.
maybe.
And of course, Vlad found something about it.
Yeah.
I think it's
Give me
brilliant.
one
Okay, yeah.
second.
Vlad is uploading so many good compilations of things happening. Yeah,
Okay, here we
there
have
it is.
some little
There
bit
you go.
of
Yeah, there's the plate carrier you guys got me.
Yeah.
Is it the
What
same
rifle is
rifle?
that?
Yeah, that looks like painted with pens down.
Is that
That is-
KAC? The castle?
Say again, sorry.
Is it KAC, the rifle?
No, that is the Ukrainian UAR 15.
Oh, you have a different card on it. It's more round.
What part? Yeah, so that's
Handguard.
the M-lock handguard that it comes with. So the Ukrainians, they basically copied they got the like the patent for Daniel Defense.
Does he?
So yep. Hello.
No, he's maybe busy in finding.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's they got the patent for the Daniel Defense, and they basically used all like the bolt, the barrel, all the working parts is Daniel Defense. The only thing
I
that
can't
isn't.
hear him.
So yeah, no. So they got all the Daniel Defense working parts. The only thing that isn't like official Daniel Defense is the like the gas port. That's actually Ukrainian. It's a Zabroya, but it's a sport shooting gas part. So there's
Does it last?
Yeah, it does last. Yeah, but as I say, the only thing that I don't like, and a lot of people don't like, is just literally that gas part because it's not. It's a sport shooting gas port. So there's like so many different settings, and you can't take it out to clean it. So if you want it cleaned, you have to send it to an armourer to actually have the gas pot cleaned. But that's the only downside to that rifle. Everything else on it is obviously mint. The muzzle device, that's my own one.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, so that just basically just reduces recoil, and instead of sending the gas, so they normally have they call it a bird cage, like muzzle device, and I took that off and I put this one on, and basically what this does, the gas goes sideways rather than forward, and what that does, it reduces recoil as well. Yeah.
Really looks similar to what the Finnish are making. They have their own domestic produced ARs. I mean, that's the best for Ukraine to produce everything as much as they can domestically at this point.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, don't get me wrong, that rifle, they've done a really good job with it. As I said, the only thing is they're not making enough of them. That's the only downside to it, because when I used that rifle, it was probably not the best, but definitely one of the best. I'd rather have that over an AK any day of the week. I'll even have it over a CZ Bren.
Oh, CZ Brand's cool.
They're cool, yeah, but yeah.
They're slightly shorter barrels and kind of.
Yeah, so the only thing I don't like about the Bren is the handguard. The handguard's way too small.
Really? You mean short?
Yeah, the handguard's like too short, and the barrel, like you've got more barrel than you do actually have any like frame, like TMH or anything like that.
That's exact my thoughts, yeah, because with the longer barrels, you get a more comfortable grip.
Yeah, so the handguard that you see there with the M-lock rail with the Picatinny on the top.
Yeah.
On the CZ Bren, like pretty much half that, and then it's just all barrel. So it's like, okay, sick. So you've got all this barrel, but like nothing to really play with. Like when you go to like grip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to jump in real quick because Nikki is starting to worry about Harry and Fuzzy and Aziza's bedtime schedule. So we would like to offer for you guys to get some rest. But at the same time, if you feel still like wanting to hang out, please do so. But yeah, I think at this point we have done the official part of this chaotic event. We raised some money. We had some very nice conversations and a very cool quiz. I would like to thank everybody who came here today to share some rollers community. We were able to hear some voices we never heard before.
Friends, I have to thank you so much for this.
Yeah, of course, Aziza. It's good. It's good.
This amazing conversation
Yeah.
and your work and it was really amazing. Without Rick, it's sad, but it was something special. Thank you so much for your spirit and your great knowledge about Ukraine. You impressed me, and you are amazing guys. Love you, and thank you so much for everything you do for freedom of the world and Ukraine.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being with us, Aziza, and we see you together with Rick the next time he's on, I think.
And I will be in Kiev soon. So we
You
will
will?
be. Yeah, we'll be in Kiev soon. We will meet live.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna dip out as well, guys. But it was
Yeah.
very nice to be welcomed here on my debut, let's say.
Yeah, it was awesome to
great
get
to
to
have you
know
with.
you, Harry.
That's it.
Welcome.
It's lovely to know you guys.
Nice to meet you, Harry.
Andrew,
Yeah,
take it
awesome.
easy. Have a lovely
Thanks
evening,
for joining us.
afternoon, and good day as well.
Good
See you
night.
later.
Have a
Stay
nice
safe.
night.
Bye bye. Yeah,
Good night.
bye
Bye,
See you
Aziza.
soon.
Bye bye,
Good night.
Harry. Thank
See
you for
you.
joining.
White night, Harry. Thank you.
Right, guys. Right. I just want to say, guys, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. It wasn't actually as chaotic as we all thought, which is good.
No.
It actually went really well. Donations came in, so that's what we all needed. So goes to show we can all do it.
Yep.
Yeah, been a great night.
I'm happy.
Definitely.
Exactly.
Great
Very
we
chill as well. It's
we are
nice.
much bigger than a single person, and this community is just awesome.
Exactly. That's what it's all about. So, right, guys, I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to hit the hay. I hope you guys do too soon. So, have fun, stay safe, take it easy, guys. Have
Good
fun.
night.
Good night, Fuzzy.
Good night, Fuzzy.
Yeah, take care,
Thank you, guys.
Fuzzy.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Much love, everybody.